You know how you can tell when the attempt to take down Tim Walz isn't going so well? Well, right around the time that their hopes to destroy the public's faith in Tim Walz is resting on maybe he lied about a dog's identity. And I'm not exaggerating. That's what was going around on Twitter yesterday. This right-winger, Dustin Grage, put out this tweet showing two tweets from Tim Walz, one from 2022 and one no, the other one's from 2022 as well. So they're digging for their Doggate conspiracy, saying, yes, this is Tim Walz tweeting about his dog Scout. Only problem is that these are two completely different dogs. And look, I understand why some people find this to be a compelling argument. First of all, trying to catch a politician in the act of lying. I think that's a worthwhile exercise. And then the other thing is that those do appear to be different dogs. And not just appear, they are actually dogs. But Dustin Grage has a bit of an issue in his tweet where he says the only problem is that these are two completely different dogs. No, there's actually other problems that we're going to get to in this for just a sec. So immediately, right-wingers all over Twitter jumped on this without doing one iota, one quantum of additional research. Charlie Kirk, who has an audience of millions, says Tim Walz is an all-time legendary liar. And whatever it is that this rando said on Twitter, I will accept uncritically, and I will signal boost to my following. But it wasn't just him. Kimberly Guilfoyle says, wait, so Walz is even lying about his dog? Rough stuff. Now, what I love about that is she's asking the question, wait, he's lying about his dog? But like, if you were asking it as a question, you could like try to find out rather than just accepting at face value what some absolute rando says.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
And Eric Schmidt also says, why would Tim Walz do this? It's creepy and weird because they are so desperate to turn around the creepy thing and the weird thing. And especially on Tim Walz, who of course got the whole weird train rolling. They just want to prove somehow that someone else is weird, not them. But unfortunately, in their like thirst to pitch him as a liar or a weirdo, they prove once again why the label works so well on them. Because if you were to do a moment or two of research before making the claim or before retweeting the claim or trying to even go ahead of the claim, you might have come across a video like this.
Oh, are you jealous? Are you jealous now, mister?
Yeah, he was at a dog park with two dogs. It's happened before in dog parks. Sometimes there's more than one dog, and he referenced his dog who'd been playing with that dog. Because at least as of right now, and things could change, it is legal to talk about a dog other than the dog that you're in the picture with. Like, I have dog sat other dogs. You know, Max is a very good boy. That's Tim's dog. A Charlie, Anna's dog. And I might say Hilo had a great time this weekend because of the other dog. That doesn't mean that I'm identifying the dog. And again, if they cared at all about what was true, if there were any standards for the claims they make, they might have done that. Or they might apologize when it's revealed that they just jumped on this. And by the way, how do you even come up with this thing? Those are 2-year-old photos. What a reach. But anyway, it eventually did come out that this was fake because some people did actually care about what's true. And so Art Vandelay, love the name, tweets, so it's okay to just make stuff up like this? You're fine with blatantly lying to score cheap political points? You know that he didn't replace the dog. There's video of them both in the same park on the same day. And this guy says, the left can't meme. No, but like, that's not what you were doing. Like, I know that you want to play a game and you are constitutionally incapable of admitting that you were wrong and that you were thirsty and horny to prove that he was a liar. And so you just decided to do it. And when it turns out, oops, I'm a dumb donkey, you can't just admit that that's the case. And so you hide behind the left can't meme. It's not a meme. I mean, that's not what it is. I mean, like, theoretically, I guess anything could be a meme, but that's not what that means when people say it. And like, I understand how he could make that mistake, because if we zoom in, like, he's just a regular old rando, like trying to be cool, trying to be interesting. That's not what you were doing. And like, It is one thing to get something wrong. People get things wrong. We try, by the way, when there are claims that we think maybe are too convenient, too good, we'll debate in our production meetings. Is this true? We will definitely search for it because we care. But even I have gotten things wrong. And if you've been watching this show for even a little bit, you know that I don't mind to admit when I was wrong. I don't think that that's like an awesome personality characteristic. I think that's sort of like a base minimum for being a human, or to put it in terms that they would understand, being an effing man, being willing to admit when you swung and you missed. And Dustin Grage was provided with that opportunity. He swung and he missed big, humiliatingly so. And maybe he could even like post something self-deprecating, as a way to sort of get past this. But he's incapable of doing that because he's a right-winger. And also, I can acknowledge that the incentives aren't there for him to admit that he was wrong. Kimberly Guilfoyle is not going to apologize. Eric Schmidt's not going to apologize. Charlie Kirk's not going to apologize. Because why would they? None of their followers care if it's true or not. They don't care. They're not interested. They want to attack Tim Walz, not because he lied about his dog, but because he's Tim Walz. He's popular. He's gotten things done. And he must be taken down. And we're not going to let a little thing like reality get between us and that larger mission. So again, we will probably never hear from Dustin Grage again, but he was given this one opportunity as a person who had gotten like a little bit of notoriety for making a fool out of himself on Twitter to prove that he could be an adult or a man, take your pick, and he proved incapable of that.
When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?